Well, the junior James Ethredge is warming up. Bulldog pitchers last week worked a combination of 12 innings and gave up just 5 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned, with 17 strikeouts and 3 walks. James pitched 7 of those innings at Atkinson County last Tuesday. 4 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned. He struck out a career high 11 and walked only 3. And for the season, he has worked 18 2/3 innings, allowing just 15 hits, 6 earned runs, 19 strikeouts, 6 walks. His earned run average is 2.26 this season, and the opponents are hitting .221 against him. That's 15 of 68. His Bulldog career numbers, he's 6-5. He's worked 74 innings, allowed 68 hits, 30 earned runs, with 82 strikeouts and 38 walks. So James coming into this game with a 3-0 record this season, and all the Bulldogs up on the hill with him right now in the infield, getting ready to face the team that's been scoring so many runs, I mean, all season long, and that is Benedictine. In Region 2 ball games, they've outscored their 6 opponents 52-5, winning by scores like 16-2 over Atco, 7-0 over McIntosh County Academy, 10-1 over Long, 4-1 over Jeff Davis, 7-1 over Vidalia, and 8-0 over Bacon. And Mike Huggins will be the leadoff hitter, and we're ready for baseball as James Ethredge winds. Here's his first pitch, and it sinks low and off the plate away. Righty-righty matchup to start it off. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Cody Dowd manning third base. Bailey Salter is the shortstop. As Ethredge delivers a 1-0 pitch, comes inside with a fastball and misses again. Hunter Braddy's playing second base. Jeremy Beasley is at first. Logan Martin catching. The outfield in just a moment. Ethredge gets the sign, raises up the left leg and delivers a 2-0 pitch. Ground ball back to him. Easy snag, and he throws it over to Beasley for out number 1. Christian Moore's playing left field. Levi Alliang in center, and Hunter Braddock is a right fielder. And that brings up today's starting pitcher for Benedictine, a tall guy, well over 6 feet, John McCarthy, right-handed hitter. He's got to be at least 6'4". Pitches a strike at the knee inside. 0-1. James throws a fastball, had a great curveball the other day, great breaking ball, just like Tyler Luke did on Friday. He's able to throw that for strikes. Gets ahead, 0-1. Second pitch, outside edge, but missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dimensions at Jacky Jones, 319 down the left field line. 348 into the power alley in left field. 360 to dead center, off speed. McCarthy swings and misses. It is down to the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 349 into the right power alley. 307 down the right field line. The wind is blowing in from right field. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Did the ball get away? Yes, it did. McCarthy running down the first base line. Logan Martin has to go all the way over to the screen to pick it up. Did not have a chance to make a throw. The Bulldogs do not get the out, but Ethredge gets the strikeout. That's something I've talked about many, many times this year and last year. When you catch James Ethredge, you're going to get a lot of those. Pitches that are low, swings and misses, ball gets away, and you either smother it, snag it, somehow stop it. Otherwise, trouble. Brings up Brad Stewart, center fielder. So 1 down with a runner at first. Another right-handed hitter. This team for Benedictine has a combination of seniors and underclassmen, including a freshman, Ryan Woody, who's starting at third base. Ethredge comes set. First pitch at the edge. Not just missing. Went away from the right-handed hitter, right above the knee. 1 ball, no strikes. Early sign on James is excellent control on a windy day, which sometimes these days favor the pitcher. Stretch of the 1-0 pitch, comes inside, kind of jammed him. Ball hit up the air into very shallow center field. Levi Alliang drifting to his left, makes a catch. 2 down. Brings up Connor BD. That's not the way his name is spelled. It's spelled B-G-Y-T-A-G-H. but they call him BD. First baseman, right-handed hitter. Slightly open stance, 2 down with a runner at first base. Ethredge peering in. Of course, Logan Martin has to get the pitch call out of the dugout from head coach Brian Fitzgerald. And Ethredge ready with his first pitch. It's a breaking ball strike. It's always a good sign to be able to throw that to get ahead in the count. Courtesy runner at first base running for the pitcher, Joseph Holgling. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch with the runner going. Ball hit back to Ethredge again. Fields at third base side. Throws to Beasley. And that's it for Benedictine. A power hitting team in the first inning. Just one base runner on a strikeout. Ethredge handling 2 plays. And of course Levi Allier catching a ball in center field. We played a half an inning. No score between the Bulldogs and Benedictine on Y101. It's the top of the second inning at Jacky Jones Field. And James Ethredge, who faced 4 batters in the first inning, ground ball back to the mound, strikeout, in which the ball got away, so the runner moved down to first, fly ball to center, and then another grounder back to the mound. Will face Ryan Wywoody, Ben DeBoard, and Ben Wright. 5, 6, and 7 hitters. First pitch from Ethredge is a fastball and it's low. James did not have any deep counts in the first inning. Took care of business, getting his fastball and curveball over. Here's a pitch that's low. 2 balls and no strikes. He went 2-0 to the first batter and got him to ground out. Back to the mound. Bulldogs leading 1-0. Top of the second inning. Pitch is low, 3-0. James coming off an 11 strikeout game. Hasn't walked many this season. In fact, the Bulldog pitching staff has done a great job holding down on walks. Just 18 coming into the game. There's a strike above the belt. 3 balls and 1 strike. James was 6 of those walks. And now 19 2/3 innings, including today. Another strike as he battles back to load up the count. Facing another right-handed hitter, Ryan Wywoody, the third baseman. Here's the pitch, low, ball 4. So a second base runner will bring up Ben DeBoard. Catcher, right-handed hitter. Benedictine 6-0 this season in Region 2 games and 11-1. Last year they were playing big school, they were playing 5A. Made the state playoffs, lost to North Cobb 9-1 and 9-3. Second game in 8 innings. The bunt is first base side, spinning and foul. Grabbed by the catcher, Logan Martin. Strike 1. This season, Benedictine is coached by Kevin Farmer. He played his baseball, third base for Benedictine. Coached for a long time at Calvary, won a lot of ball games in 10 years. He averaged 24 wins per year. He won 241 games. Lost only 68. Won a couple of state championships in 05 and 07. The bunt is on again, bouncing first base side. Jeremy Beasley will tag out the runner, then look towards second, but no play. Now he runs the ball to the center of the diamond. So 3 unassisted will bring up Ben Wright. Calvary also was a runner-up for state championship at 06. I think I called the team that year. Was doing some games for the Hawkinsville radio station, and they played them, I think it was in the second round of the state playoffs. Anyway, Coach Farmer took some time off. He went to Georgia, then Georgia Southern, and now replaces Bill Curley, who was at Benedictine for 18 years. Runner at second, 1 down, Bulldogs leading 1-0, top of the second. Here's the pitch, swings and hits the ball up into the air into very shallow center field. In comes Levi Allier, plays it on a hop. Runners on first and third. Almost got there. That'll be the first base hit of the game for Benedictine. So some trouble in the top of the second. The leadoff walk, the bunt, the single brings up Stevie Powers. Number 8 hitter swings from the right side. He's a right fielder for Benedictine. And he's up in the box, open stance. How will James pitch him? Will he throw him curveballs? First pitch is inside, gets a strike as he perhaps was squaring to bunt. Bulldogs look down at third, and the runner, why Woody, comes back. Strike one. The sun is out, the wind blowing, and of course the temperature in the 40s today. Ethredge looks back at first, peeks at third. Now the Bulldogs have something going. They got a pickoff play. They throw to second and get the out and keep the runner at third. James Ethredge held the ball long enough, then made the throw to Bailey Salter, who applied the tag. 2 down. So now Ethredge can go back to the full windup with 2 down and attack the number 8 hitter in the lineup with that runner at third, and the Dogs leading 1-0. That's why that's a big out right there. Count 0-1. Logan Martin issues the sign, and here comes the pitch. Just missed off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Hunter Floyd for Benedictine. Ethredge looking at third, winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Pace that pitch outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James with 1 strikeout. He got the pitcher, the number 2 hitter, in the first inning, but he reached as the ball got away. Runner at third and a 1-2 pitch. Hit up the middle. Bailey Salter fields it. Now bobbled it. The ball ricocheted off his chest, and a run's going to score on the error. Looked like Bailey had that one. Forward movement was towards second base. Then he was going to make the throw to first, but never squeezed it. So it's a 1-1 ball game. An unearned run here at the top of the second. Brings up Hunter Floyd, left-handed hitter. That's a shame for Ethredge and the Bulldogs to make the pitch with 2 strikes. The chance to get out of the inning, stranding a runner at third. First pitch, strike right across. 0-1. Mike Huggins, leadoff hitter and shortstop for Benedictine, on deck. More sunshine on a very cold day. Runner at first, 2 down. Ethredge stepping off. Bulldogs are busy this week. They have Braddock coming in tomorrow. Calvary on Thursday for a home game. Makeup game on Saturday at Long County. I presume at 1. Throw to first base, runner back easily. By the way, I checked for Saturday, just a 10% chance of rain compared to what we had this past Saturday. Ethredge ready with a 0-1 pitch. Curveball swings and hits the ball out of play. 0-2. Bulldogs scored a run in the first inning. Hunter Braddock led off with a single. Hunter Braddy doubled him in, shooting the ball past the center fielder, who was diving in right center. Ethredge from the stretch out in front, 0-2 on the number 9 guy. Here's a pitch and it's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning. James ready to go. Always works quickly. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Other games today: Bryan County at McIntosh, Atkinson County at Jeff Davis, Long at Metter, battle the Jameses in Alma, Fidea at Bacon. Father Greg James against son Derek James, the 2 head coaches. Call strike 3. James goes outside edge for a second strikeout. Bulldogs make an error and give up an unearned run in the top of the second inning. A runner is left at first base. We played an inning and a half. It's Toombs County 1, Benedictine 1 on Y101. The Bulldogs and Benedictine, as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning, 1-1. Coming up for the Bulldogs will be Logan Martin, Christian Moore, and their DH today, Ben Brantley, to face John McCarthy, right-hander, who gave up a single to Braddock to lead off the bottom of the first inning, and then Hunter scored on the RBI double by Hunter Braddy. After that, Hard hit fly ball to left field, caught by Connor Floyd, who plays very shallow. And a strikeout, fly ball to right on a ball pretty well hit by Jeremy Beasley. Logan Martin, 9 for 21 on the season, batting .429 with a couple of doubles. First pitch, off speed, strike. Has driven in 5 runs, scored twice, walked 4 times, struck out 3. Right-hander on the hill, and of course Martin swings from the right side, lines a pitch off the glove of the third baseman, while Woody into left field. Logan has his 10th base hit. Bulldogs have 3 today off McCarthy. Logan with 2 hits in each of the Tatlow games, went 2 for 3 in both of those. 1 for 2 against Johnson County, 1 for 2 against Bryan. Coming off a 3 for 3 game against McIntosh County Academy. A walk, 2 singles, and an RBI double. And out comes Chandler Wright, who was featured on the pregame show, discussing his steal of home plate on Friday. Next to the dish for the Bulldogs is Christian Moore. A .292 hitter this season, had a 4-game hitting streak ended with an 0 for 3 against McIntosh. 7 base hits, 2 doubles, 4 runs batted in, squaring to bunt. Throw goes back to first base, Chandler back. Only 3 Bulldogs have successfully laid down a bunt this season. Braddy, Dowd, and Brantley. Let's see if Moore can get it done. And he missed that one. Pitch rising up in the zone. Bring him up for a strike on that one. 0-1. Moore, right-handed hitter. Likes to move up in the box to handle the breaking ball. That brought the bat down. This time he's going to swing, hit it right through the 5-6 hole and into left field for a base hit. So the Bulldogs had 2 hits in the first inning and 2 here in the second to start it off. And that'll bring up Ben Brantley, and we'll see if Coach Fitzgerald, who's trying to stay warm on a cold day in the coaching box at third, gives Ben Brantley the bunt side. Remember, Brantley's one of the Bulldogs who has laid down a sacrifice bunt this season. He's hitting for Levi Allier. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the second. Dogs on first and second, nobody out. And Brantley will square to bunt. Here's the pitch. Pops it up in the air, and the catcher is going to squeeze it in foul territory for out number 1. Going to bring up Bailey Salter. Bailey 2 for 16, but he's 2 for his last 7. 1 for 4 against Atkinson County, 1 for 3 against McIntosh. Singled in a run in that last game. Number 9 hitter for the Bulldogs, right-handed hitter. First pitch is a strike at the belt. Looked like a breaking ball there, 0-1. Bulldogs and Benedictine tied at 1. The Cadets scored an unearned run in the top of the second. The Bulldog run was earned in the bottom of the first. 0-1 pitch. Bailey swings hard but misses at a pitch up in the zone. 0-2. Hunter Braddock on deck for the Bulldogs. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Here's the stretch. Here's the McCarthy pitch. Big slow curveball is way upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, the little things will get you in baseball. Making an error on out number 3, not getting a bunt down, little things like that sometimes can come back and get you. But right now the good sign for the Bulldogs is they are hitting the baseball. Pitch missed to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bailey has 1 walk this season against Johnson County. McCarthy delivers a pitch. Just missed low and inside. So he's worked the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. First full count situation for McCarthy. And here's his pitch. Bailey swings and hits it right side by the second baseman into right field. And Coach Fitzgerald will hold up Chandler Wright at third to load up the bases for the Dogs' hottest hitter. How about that? Big 2-strike hit by Bailey Salter going backside. Bases loaded for Braddock. Hunter, first time up, stroked his 15th base hit of the season. He's 15 for 26. So his average is shooting back up towards 600. After the Metter game, after a 3 for 4, he was hitting 625. Coach coming out for Benedictine to discuss the situation. The Dogs have loaded up the bases with 1 down. You know, you got Braddock and Braddy up in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Conversation continues on the hill. Of course, today's starter is John McCarthy. He's going to stay on the mound. And perhaps discussing the situation, but here you got a hot hitter and nowhere to put him. Braddock has not been an RBI man this season because he's been batting toward the top of the lineup, first and second, and scoring a lot of runs. He scored 15 runs, including 1 in this ball game to lead the team. Hunter raises up his right hand and calls time. Steps out, and so does the umpire. Officials assigned by the Hinesville Association. Last year the Bulldogs used Statesboro. They're assigned that by the GHSA. Here's a curveball, he sends it right side, in for a base hit. Chandler Wright's going to score. The right fielder snags the ball. Here comes another runner around third. There's a throw up the line, and the Bulldogs score 2 as Christian Moore touches home. And Hunter Braddock drives in his 2nd and 3rd run of the season with his 2nd hit of the game and his 16th of the season. Bulldogs leading 3-1. They still got runners at 2nd and 3rd as Braddock able to take 2nd on the throw. And that's going to bring up Hunter Braddy, who doubled in a run in the 1st inning. So Braddock goes backside. The Bulldogs have done that successfully in this game off McCarthy. 1 down, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Here's a curveball, and it misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. The only out the Bulldogs have made in this inning was on a sacrifice bunt attempt. Ben DeBoard, the catcher, goes out to talk to John McCarthy. He's a senior pitcher. 1 ball, no strikes on Braddy. Took a 1-2 pitch into right center field for a double, first time up. Here's a curveball, sends this pitch up high in the air to center field. This might score a run. Let's see. Ball is caught by the center fielder, Stewart. Here comes a run in. It'll score easily as Bailey Salter slides in feet first, and the Bulldogs lead 4-1. And Hunter Braddock does a good job of base running and tags and moves to 3rd. So Braddy drives in his 2nd run of the ball game. And for Hunter, that's RBI number 6. Brings up James Ethredge. He lined out to the left fielder, Connor Floyd, first time up. 4-1 Dogs, 2 down, runner at 3rd. In the bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch is a curveball, sends it up high into the air, deep to left field. Floyd's going back toward the fence. The ball is going to bounce up against the fence for extra bases and an RBI. James Ethredge is doubled. So the Bulldogs score again and lead 5-1. Ethredge jumping on the first pitch. I told you that left fielder played very shallow. That ball was hit deep. He wasn't probably going to have a shot anyway. But when you play that shallow, no way. And it looks like that'll be it for John McCarthy. As Coach Farmer's come out. Also coming out for the Bulldogs is Chris Mobley to run for James Ethredge. The Dogs have knocked the Benedictine ace off the mound in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And Benedictine will bring in a left-hander. His name, Terry Tatum. And he begins to warm up. 5-1 Toombs County as we take a break for the pitching change on Y101. Good. And welcome back. Trey Tatum continues to warm up, a smallish left-hander. And he'll face a left-hander to start off, Cody Dowd. As the Bulldogs have knocked McCarthy out of the game, they stroked 2 base hits off him in the first inning. Braddock, a single, scored a run on a double by Braddy. Then to start off the second, Logan Martin with a single, Christian Moore with a single, Bailey Salter with a big single to load up the bases. Hunter Braddock drove in 2 with a single. Hunter Braddy with a sac fly to center field to score another run. And James Ethredge with another Bulldog double. In fact, that is his, third of the season. And he drove in a run, and the Bulldogs had built up a 5-1 lead over a Benedictine team that's been hammering people. Glen Academy scored 6 runs in an 8-6 loss to Benedictine. So this is the second most runs scored off Benedictine this season. And of course the Bulldogs are only in the bottom of the second. Chris Mobley will be running for Ethredge at second base as Tatum continues to warm up. And Benedictine rolled in here with an 11-1 record, ranked in the state, pretty high too, and 6-0 in the region, having outscored opponents 52-5 in the 6 Region 2 games. Tatum throwing a lot of pitches here to get ready on a cold day. We do have sunshine, but the wind continues to blow in from right field. So the Bulldogs stroke 7 hits off the starter and knock him out. And Dowd will be up, and then Beasley, Cody will be the 8th hitter of the inning. Tatum keeps throwing pitches. He obviously was not in a bullpen warming up or over toward the side. They do have some action right now over near the pit. Got a right-hander warming up. Warren Wright. Now we're ready to go. Cody will step in, struck out against the right-hander, McCarthy. By the way, Chris Mobley's at third base. The umpire's pointing at him. He should be at second. That was a double. So Mobley's going to run down to second. So now he's in the right place. Tatum getting ready with his first pitch. And it's a strike. Bulldogs leading 5-1, bottom of the second. This is a very important week for the Bulldogs. When you think about a lot of things, 0-1 pitch behind Cody Dowd to even the count. Number one, you got this number 1 team coming in the region. Number 2, you got Vidalia rolling in tomorrow. The Bulldogs haven't beaten them in a while. Tied them last year in a game that was never finished. Fastball sinks low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Got a non-region game against Calvary, a team struggling this year, surprisingly. And then a makeup game with Long County on Saturday. And the Dogs are 3-2 in the region. Cody is jammed and he fouls off a pitch behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Benedictine leads Region 2 with a 6-0 record. Jeff Davis is 4-1. Then Toombs and Bryan County are 3-2. 2-2 pitch, hit up into the air, very shallow in right center field. Stewart, the center fielder, drifts over and makes the catch for out number 3. But the Bulldogs get real busy, knock the starter out of the ball game as Martin, Moore, and Salter load up the bases with singles. Braddock drives in 2 with a base hit. Braddy had a sac fly to drive in 1, and Ethredge an RBI double. The Bulldogs score 4 in the bottom of the second. Leave a runner in scoring position and lead 5-1 after 2 on Y101. Back at Jacky Jones Field, Toombs County 5, Benedictine 1. Top of the third will mean the top of the order for the Cadets. Mike Huggins, John McCarthy, and Brad Stewart. James Ethredge has allowed just 1 base hit. He's walked 1, he struck out 2, and he's picked off 1. And the only run scored by Benedictine unearned on a Bulldog error. It could have been out number 3. First pitch, a strike at the belt, inside edge. Huggins led off the game, grounding back to the mound. James made 2 plays in the first inning on grounders. Swings and misses at a breaking ball, strike 2. Last week at Atkinson County, James pitched 7 innings and got a victory, and then the week before at home against Metter. For the first time in his Bulldog career, he pitched 7 and got a win. This ball's hit by, into the glove of James. Hit hard right at him, and he put the glove right about his belt and caught it. Remarkable play. He's okay. He's probably shocked. It's coming right at his stomach. I don't think it hit him. Out comes Brian Fitzgerald. I think James is smiling. That's out number 1. That was a rocket. And of course this year, like last year, they're swinging the BB Core bats, which are not as lively as the old aluminum ones. And that had plenty of life to it. James caught it. Here's Tatum. He's replaced McCarthy in the lineup and also on the mound. Left-handed hitter as well as a pitcher, and he takes strike 1. So now James has made 3 plays on the hill plus the pickoff. 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled off third base side. 0-2. Bulldogs leading 5-1 over Benedictine in the top of the 3rd. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Cody Dowd at 3rd, Bailey Salter at short, Hunter Braddy at 2nd, Jeremy Beasley at 1st, Logan Martin catching. 0-2 pitch. Just missed on a breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left fielder is Christian Moore, center fielder Levi Allier, right fielder Hunter Braddock. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. The ball gets away. Logan Martin will pick it up and then throw it down to Beasley and get out number 2 and James' 3rd strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Brad Stewart, who flied out to Levi Allier for the 2nd out of the 1st inning. He's a number 3 hitter. Right-handed hitter stepping in. Hit the 2nd pitch last time up. First pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. James has had just 1 deep count, 3-2 to the leadoff hitter in the last inning, and he walked him. Next pitch is skied up in the air, again to center field. Over comes Allier toward right. He'll give way to Hunter Braddock, and the right fielder will make the catch for a 3-up and 3-down for the Bulldogs. So we played 2.5, and in a big Region 2 ball game, Toombs County leading Benedictine 5-1 on Y101. Toombs County Bulldogs leading Benedictine 6-1. It's time for the top of the 4th inning. And James Ethredge, who's allowed 1 base hit, facing the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, beginning with the first baseman Connor B.D., then Ryan Wywoody and Ben DeBoard. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch from Ethredge is a strike. 0-1. James with 1 walk today, 3 strikeouts, 1 in each inning. And the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Missed with a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Benedictine scored its only run in the 2nd inning on a leadoff walk, a sacrifice bunt, a single, and then an error. And that came with 2 down. 1-1 pitch. Inside, also high, above the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike. So the Bulldogs leading 6-1. Ethredge gets a sign from Logan Martin. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also today, Bryan County playing at McIntosh. Atco at Jeff Davis. Long County at Metter. The Nevada Indians at Bacon County. The Indians will be here tomorrow for a rare Wednesday region game. 2-2 in the dirt. Big breaking ball missed. 3-2. So if there is a pattern, James had a 3-2 pitch to make to the leadoff guy in the 2nd and walked him. And of course he scored. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase 1. Drifting maybe out of the zone for strikeout number 4. James had a career-high 11 strikeouts in Atkinson County last Tuesday. Other action tomorrow involving region teams, ECI at Metter. ECI has a good varsity team this year. Bulldog B team beat ECI yesterday 8-5. Here's Ryan Y. Woody. First pitch to him missed. He's the cadet that walked. Bradwell will be at McIntosh. Long County at New Hampstead. Strike inside edge to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Also Bryan County at Claxton. And there's Thursday action as well involving other teams other than the Bulldogs. Breaking ball miss high and inside. Atco will be at Lanier County, single A. Friday at Trutland, single A. Benedictine against Metter in a region game. Bulldogs playing Calvary non-region on Thursday. James jams him. He ricochets a shot off the fence and it hits something off to the right, I guess the stands. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On Friday, Long County at Bryan County, Atco at McIntosh, JD at Bacon. The Bulldogs are off, but they're playing Saturday, a makeup game at Long County. Another pitch is foul back, ricocheting off the fence into the first row of the Benedictine stands. The lady can't find it. It's right beneath her. She's wearing gloves, got a blanket, got boots, probably still is freezing. So with 1 down, Ryan Y. Woody, the third baseman for Benedictine, making James Ethredge throw a lot of pitches with 1 down and nobody on. James winds up again. Here's the pitch. Did he chase it? Yes, he did. Strike 3. But James successfully getting these right-handed hitters to chase pitches with really half swings. So 2 strikeouts to open up the 4th inning. James up to 5 Ks in this ball game. Brings up Ben DeBoard. Laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time to the plate. First pitch inside. Ball 1. So James now with 24 strikeouts this season and 7 walks. He now has 87 strikeouts in his Bulldog career. Varsity games only. Pitch missed inside, 2-0. It's 17 strikeouts in 2011 as a freshman. Walked 11 that season. 39 last year. Walked 20. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 down, nobody on. Bulldogs leading 6-1, top of the 4th over visiting Benedictine. Here's a pitch, fouled off right side. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ben DeBoard is hitting 6th. James consistently has been under 3 with his earned run average, except for his first season. That's the year he beat Pete Nagel. There's a pitch fouled off right side. As he was a freshman when he was pitching at Metter and was a winning pitcher against Pete Nagel, now at Georgia, although I think he's injured. But last year, James had a 2.71 earned run average and a 1-5 record, coming into this game at 2.26 ERA. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on. Pitch to the right-hander, missed inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3 straight 3-2 counts here in the 4th inning. James coming off a 3 up and 3 down. Gets a ground ball back to the mound. He makes another play. This time he's going to run and underhand the ball over to Jeremy Beasley for out number 3. So James is retired. Benedictine, a really hard-hitting team. 7 up and 7 down since the final out of the 2nd inning. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Toombs County leading the Cadets 6-1 on Y101. It is the top of the 5th inning. The Toombs County Bulldogs are leading Benedictine 7-1. James Ethredge so far today has allowed just 1 base hit with 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. The single came in the 2nd inning when Benedictine scored an unearned run on a walk, a sac bunt, a single, and an out there, but also a chance to get out of the inning, and the Bulldogs made an error with 2 down, and that allowed the run to score on a ground ball. But since then, James with a strikeout, 3 up and 3 down in the 3rd and 4th. He's retired 7 Cadets in a row facing Ben Wright, who has the single off of him, and he tried to bunt the first pitch and missed. Strike 1. James faced 4 batters in the first inning, handled a grounder, struck out a batter, got a fly ball to center, handled another grounder. Here's the pitch, low and getting away. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the third inning, he handled a shot back to the mound off the bat of Mac Huggins. Ball coming right at his belt. He caught it cleanly, luckily. Then a strikeout and a fly ball to Hunter Braddock and right. And the 1-1 pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-2. Chasing a pitch, breaking away. Last inning, strikeout, strikeout, and another grounder back to the mound. He's also picked off a batter. It's going to be a runner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Ben Wright hit it off himself. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. So James has been on quite a run on Tuesdays. Pitched a complete game victory over Metter at home. First time he'd ever gone 7. Did that again last week. Took a no-hitter into the 5th at Atkinson County. 1-2 pitch, low in the dirt. Gets away from Logan Martin, but no problem this time. This is the leadoff guy in the 5th. The number 7 hitter. He'll be followed by Stevie Powers and Connor Floyd.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Dogs leading 7-1. Top of the 5th inning. James Ethredge now taking his time. Normally works very fast. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just missed. Logan Martin framed it for a second toward the outer half at the knee. Count is full. James had 3 ball and 2 strike counts in the last inning. Here's the pitch. Hit up in the air, looping into right center field. Levi Allier comes over and makes the catch right above the knee. That was a tough ball to catch. I don't know if the wind played with it because it's still blowing in, but that ball had a loop on it. It was hit pretty hard. 1 down. Allier makes his 2nd catch of the game. Brings up Stevie Powers, who reached on the only Bulldog error of the game. Grounder to the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Curveball is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, the standings, if you're just tuning in, Benedictine entered with a 6-0 record in Region 2. Jeff Davis 4-1. Toombs County and Bryan County 3-2 as a pitch is fouled off, left side of home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Then Atkinson County, Long County, Vidalia, Metter each 2-3. Bacon 2-4, McIntosh 0-4. Top 4 teams will go to the playoffs, but you got to play a lot of games in the region this year. 9 home and aways, 18 total games. Pitch just a little bit off the plate, 2-1. And the Bulldogs will be through with their first rotation when they get through playing Bacon on Tuesday on the road. And Jeff Davis will roll in on a Friday. There's a strike to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. James with a strikeout of the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the last inning. Has 5. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball missed low and away. Try to get him to chase it. The bat moved a little. Some of these Benedictine batters who've probably never faced James have been waving at those pitches. 1 down, nobody on. Full count pitch. Oh, strike 3, outside edge. A beauty. That's the 6th strikeout for James. So we had 11 last week in the win over Atkinson County. 6 here in the top of the 5th with 2 down. Facing a left-handed hitter, Connor Floyd, who he struck out in the 2nd inning. First pitch way off the plate away. James seeking his 3rd straight 3 up and 3 down. One-0 pitch. Let up is in. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's retired 9 Cadets in a row. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a pitch inside. He did not have a good swing at it. 2 down, nobody on. Bulldogs by 6. Top of the 5th, here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. James got him with basically the same pitch. 2 more strikeouts. Another 3 up and 3 down. James has retired 10 in a row. And the Bulldogs lead 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning on Y101. Normally when the Bulldogs play somebody like Benedictine, Jacky Jones Field is packed, but the weather today, not so good. Maybe a lot of people staying at home listening on the Y101 because the pavilion above the Bulldog dugout is basically empty. But I guarantee you, no matter what the weather tomorrow, a lot of people will be here because the Vade Indians will be rolling in. 5:45 start. Bulldogs leading Benedictine 8-1, top of the 6th. The Dogs have a dozen hits for the 2nd straight game. That's a season high. Ethredge has allowed just 1 base hit and starts off Mike Huggins, the leadoff guy, with a curveball strike. Huggins is 0 for 2. He's hit the ball twice to Ethredge on the ground and then a liner to the belt that James snagged. Fouls off this pitch and it's 0-2. James has retired 10 Cadets in a row. The only base hit by Ben Wright, the number 7 hitter, a single. And that was back with 1 down in the 2nd. Here's a windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball over to Salter. Couple of hops and he'll field it. Throw it accurately to Beasley. Close play, but ring him up for out number 1. Nice stretch on the other side by Beasley to help out. It was a close play. Huggins can move. So a good play there. It brings up Tatum, who relieved John McCarthy on the mound and also took over the number 2 position in the order. First time up, he struck out. James has 7 strikeouts in the game. First pitch off the plate. It's kind of amazing what the Bulldog pitching staff has done the last 3 games. Atco, McIntosh, and this one. Ethredge, Tyler Luke, and now Ethredge again. Pitch is fouled off left side, off the fence. A ball and a strike. All right, including this ball game right here, Bulldog pitchers have thrown 17 1/3 the last 3 ball games and allowed 6 hits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's Tyler Luke in his varsity debut, pitched 5 innings at home against McIntosh on Friday, allowed just 1 hit. 6 strikeouts, no walks. 1-2 pitch, missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball had a lot of movement. And strikeout-wise, the Bulldogs have struck out 24 and walked 4 in the last 2+ games. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. James goes outside edge against the left-hander. And the number 2 position in the lineup has struck out 3 times. McCarthy once, Tatum twice. James has 8 strikeouts. 2 up, 2 down. He's retired a dozen Cadets in a row. Brings up Brad Stewart. He's flying out to center and right. Second ball was in right center. Levi Allier was right in front of Hunter Braddock when he made the catch. Ground ball to Salter. He boots it, now picks it up and throws late. So that'll be a Bulldog error. And a base runner with 2 down that breaks the run of a dozen retired in a row by Ethredge. Brings up Connor B.D., the first baseman. He ended the 1st inning grounding out to Ethredge in front of the mound. Then he started off the 4th inning striking out. James had a chance for a 4th straight 3 up and 3 down. Here's the stretch. First pitch, very close but missing. 1 ball, no strikes. Bulldogs leading Benedictine 8-1, top of the 6th. Logan Martin looks into the dugout. Gets the call from head coach Brian Fitzgerald, and James Ethredge is ready with a 1-0 pitch. Delivers a breaking ball, and it missed high. 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Wywoody on deck. Right now, James attacking the cleanup hitter for this power-hitting Benedictine team. They have scored a lot of runs this season. Well, you got to get your outs. Swing and a miss. James challenged him with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bulldogs leading 8-1, top of the 6th. Stewart off first base, not going anywhere, down by 7. Here's the pitch, check swing, and a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ethredge with 8 strikeouts. Facing a right-hander. He leans in to get the sign, and now delivers a 2-2 pitch, line right side, sinking and in for a base hit, played by Hunter Braddock on 1 hop. He's coming to third. Here comes a runner. The throw is high. Cody Dowd applies a tag, and he is. The umpires are looking at each other and finally called out. Hunter Braddock showed a great arm. He fielded that ball on 1 hop. Threw high, but Cody Dowd able to rise up. He's a tall guy, catch it and come down. It was kind of like Bryan County with the umpires looking at each other and the field guy getting help from the home plate umpire up the third base line. So, no runs scored by Benedictine at the top of the 6th. And we go to the bottom of the frame with the Bulldogs leading 8-1 on Y101. All right, it's the top of the 7th inning. James Ethredge on the mound for the Bulldogs, working on a 2-hitter with 8 strikeouts. First pitch to Ryan Woody is hit up in the air, right side, out of play. Over off the side of the pit. Strike 1. Woody, the third baseman, a walk and a strikeout against Ethredge. He's given up 2 base hits, a single in the 2nd and a single in the 6th. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And this is a Benedictine team that opened up the season scoring 10 in a 10-0 win over Windsor Forest. 0-2 pitch, foul back, a fastball, and he just could not get around on it. Then Benedictine beat a team that's usually good, South Effingham, in extra innings, 5-1. Beat Quad A Glen Academy 8-6. Only loss coming into today to Ware County, 3-2. Beat Jenkins 5-1. Opened up reach and play. Absolutely destroying Atkinson County 16-2. Next game, beat Athens Academy, I think that's single A, 20-10. Beat McIntosh County Academy 7-zip. Beat Long 10-1. 0-2 pitch, hit up in the air to center field. Levi Allier moving goes right this time, catches it, 1 down. Beat Jeff Davis 4-1. In a battle of the number 1 and 2 teams, at least so far in the region. Beat Badea 7-1, beat Bacon 8-0. Brings up Ben DeBoard, the catcher, 0-2. It's going to be 0-1. He laid down a sacrifice bunt first time up. And hit the ball back to Ethredge for an out. Fastball strike inside edge. 0-1. James had some deep counts in the 4th and 5th, but he went 3 up and 3 down in each inning, getting 4 strikeouts. Ball hit on the ground right side, and it's through into right field for a base hit. Hunter Braddock scoops it up. Almost had a chance to get it out at first. 3rd hit allowed by Ethredge. He's coming off a game in which he allowed just 4 hits at Atkinson County. And also against Metter, he allowed 6 hits on a Tuesday. Brings up Ben Wright. He has a single. Number 7 hitter in the lineup. First pitch, check swing, did not go around. Hardly moved the bat. Ball 1. Pitch was high and inside. Wright also flied out to center field. 1 down runner at first. Bulldogs leading 8-1. Top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. James was a winning pitcher against Johnson County, working relief the final 3 innings. With 3 Ks and a walk in a home game. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Won his 2nd game against Metter, pitching 6 innings. 2nd time in his Bulldog career he's beaten Metter. Beat him as a freshman. Beat Pete Nagel. 1-2 pitch. Curveball's lifted up in the air to left field. In comes Christian Moore. Out goes Bailey Salter. Makes a great catch. Throws back to first base. And the Bulldogs get a double play to end a great ball game. What a play by Salter. He basically took that one away from the left fielder, then planted and fired it back to first base and got two to end it. That was remarkable. And the Bulldogs have a great day on a Tuesday with James Ethredge pitching a three-hitter. They beat this powerful Benedictine team, #1 in the region coming in, undefeated at 6-0. The Bulldogs hand them their first loss of the region, second of the season, as the Dogs win 8-1. And we'll come back to talk about it after this on Y101.